there, guys. A Wild Mew fangirl has appeared. I hope your Master Balls are ready. I am here with something brand new for y'all, which, considering the username, is really exciting for me because I finally have a capture card, which means I can finally play Pokemon on Twitch. So this makes me super excited. And what better way to start out my very first Pokemon stream on Twitch than with a shiny badge quest, something I've never done before. I got through the beginning of the game, as we can tell by the thing. I still have not gone to Mesagoza. I have not done the first day of school because we are gonna try and find our very first shiny for the badge quest before we go do the first actual rival Nemona battle. So it could take 20 minutes, it could take 8 hours, we will find out. We will also not be doing the skip school glitch. We're just gonna take whatever hangs out in the first area before you get Miraidon and Koraidon. So yeah, it's gonna be mostly a chill time until we find that first shiny. So we'll see how long it takes. Yeah, I've had this Pokemon Scarlet file, like, I have the cartridge for like a very, very long time, and I bought it so I could shiny hunt the Paradox Pokemon in this game since I had all the Violet ones, and I'm like, I want to hunt them. And I never actually got around to playing Scarlet because every time I was like, oh, I want to play Pokemon, I didn't veer to Scarlet so I could actually get through the game. I just went to Violet so I could shiny hunt. So I'm like, you know what? I have this. I had intended to do a shiny badge quest with it anyway. Yes, the first shiny that we see will be the first one that we have, and it will be our starter. And then from there, I have a few other rules for myself. I have to catch at least one type for every shiny. So like by the time we defeat the final boss, we should have a shiny of at least one type. I want to have at least one shiny of every single type. And once we are out of, like, have gone through a school, I am not allowed to intentionally shiny hunt for any one specific Pokemon, which means no Masuda breeding and correction. Have you played Scarlet and Violet yet? We're going to be going for more than 9 because we're going to be doing one for every single badge. So we're going to have at least 18 shinies because I'm counting the Titan badges and the Star badges too. So we're going to have enough shinies for every single type, and I think that'll be fun. So we might end up with, like, if we end up with 2 pure normal types, oh well, that means I just have to go find another shiny, whatever we do. But yeah, so I'm not allowing myself to shiny hunt for any one specific Pokemon. It has to be completely random to leave it with the fun of it. If I'm not sure if something's shiny or not, I will auto battle it. But yeah, I've seen other people, like, specifically, like, using outbreaks and Masuda breed hunting for stuff, and I'm like, it takes away the randomness that the older games had, and I personally wasn't a fan of that. I'm not saying anybody's wrong for doing it that way, I just personally don't want to. But yeah, I've watched a lot of shiny badge quests for Scarlet and Violet, and, like, everybody ended up with a Cloth because they went and shiny hunted for Cloth. Everyone ended up with a Toadscool because everyone wanted a Toadscool on their team. And I'm like, where's the fun if you're just going to end up with the same shinies as everyone else? So, in order to make sure it is completely random, no intentionally shiny hunting for anything. So, no outbreaks, no sandwiches to alter the spawns, and no Masuda breeding. So, it's just going to be completely random. Now, if we go into my party, you'll see I do have the DLC, which means I do have access to the Indigo Disc after I get out of school phase, which I will be allowing the Academy Special, which is just a grade 1 increase for shiny odds because it's all across the board, but I'm not allowing a sandwich to alter the encounter tables. But yeah, there is one other rule stipulation I'm setting for myself that really won't come into play until after we're out of school. So there are 18 types in the game, and one of the things that I'm requiring for myself, because I've also seen people doing their shiny badge quests in this game, and they get their shiny, one of their 18, and then they go, okay, I got the shiny, and then let's go do a badge, and then they don't use it, like, ever. What's the point in spending the time to shiny hunt it if you're not going to use it? So every shiny that I catch, even the duplicate types, must be used at least once in a major battle, whether it be a gym battle or the Elite Four or even the fight against Sada at the end. The bigger part of that is that since there are 18 types and you can choose to do the gyms in any order with the exception of the Dragon one, the Dragon Titan, you have to do the Flying Titan first. With that exception, because you can do them in pretty much any order you want, I have mathed out all of the types as to what is something that is super effective against the type, or in the sake of normal is defensively good with Ghost. And I am not allowed to do that gym until I have a Pokemon of the type that I mathed it out to with no repeats. So like as the example I just said, I'm not allowed to do the Ghost gym until I have a normal shiny. I'm not allowed to do the normal gym until I have a fighting type shiny. But yeah, so we're in for a long ride here. Basically, once we're out of school, which who knows how long it will take us to get the first shiny, so it doesn't super matter. But once I'm out of school, I'm gonna go around and get as many of the fly points as I can, and yeah. Another thing that I'm gonna do is, because, like, again, everybody shiny hunts for cloth. Once I get a shiny from an area in the game, it doesn't matter if there is something that I want, that I hope that I get, that only spawns in one location, cloth, I'm not allowed to get another Pokemon from that area and have it count. So, like, I'll just be running around areas hoping something spawns, but once I have a Pokemon from an area, I'm not allowed to specifically be running around that area hoping for the shiny to appear again. But yeah, so the biggest areas for that are going to be the area that Cloth spawns in and the area that Smoliv spawns in, because I would like a Smoliv. But yeah, so this first stream is probably going to take a while to find that first shiny. I have no idea if we'll actually find the first shiny in the first stream, but we're going to just keep running around until we finally get one to spawn. Yeah, this one will definitely take the longest. One, because we don't have Koraidon to ride on yet, but there's another reason too. I would also be okay with a Fido. I do not have a Fido or a Dachshund. What are you doing in the bushes? You stupid birds. None of them are shiny though. But yeah, for anybody who is uninitiated as to the escape from school glitch, if you come up here on this cliff, you can actually target Pokemon on the other side that are a lot higher level, and you can hit ZR to throw your Pokeball and jump you across the ledge to battle. And then you can escape. We're not gonna do that though. We're just gonna take something that's in the starting zones. Ooh, Mark Hunters, nice. I like finding shinies with marks. They're fun. There's only ever been one time where I was specifically gunning for a mark in specific, and that was just because I wanted a shiny caught on my birthday with the Destiny mark, and I got one last year on my main file, not this brand new Scarlet file. Yeah, I've got a lot of marked shinies. So, any guesses as to what we think the first shiny will be? I'm curious to see what people think we'll get versus what we hope we'll get. I'm trying to think what my favorite shiny is, like, of the ones that I have, because, like, there's a shiny that I love that I don't have yet that I may or may not be planning a stream just hunting for that specific shiny. Unfortunately, it is not in Scarlet and Violet, so I have to do it in another game. I think probably my favorite shiny Pokemon that I have might be either a shiny Decidueye or shiny Paldean Wooper, because I saw a YouTuber nickname their shiny Paldean Wooper something, and I'm like, that is the perfect name for it, and like, I am stealing that nickname. Certain Pokemon YouTuber that people may or may not know named her shiny Paldean Wooper because it turns a kind of periwinkle color, named it Periwoople, and I'm like, that is amazing. Actually, potentially my favorite shiny that I own, and it's not because the shiny is good. It's an okay shiny, but like, it's the factor of how cool it is. My very first shiny that I got when I played Legends Arceus for the first time was an Alpha Ursaring before I fought the Totem Lilligant. So, I struggled to catch it because it was like level 70, but I evolved it into an Ursaluna. So I really like shiny Ursaluna. I like the reddish hue. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the like green sprigs on these Hoppips and thought one of them was green for a second. I was about to flip my shit. I'm trying to give everything in the starting areas a decent shot as opposed to just sticking in one area where something specifically spawns. But I'm not gonna lie, I would be very happy if I got a shiny Flamigo because I don't have a shiny Flamigo in my main file, and I would like one. That is another shiny that I like. The shiny badge quest I am exclusively going to be doing as an edited down series, so that way it has the reactions and going through the different boss fights. Because who wants to sit and watch a VOD that is nothing but shiny hunting? So I'm gonna edit it down, and then unlisted in the description I'll have the VOD in there for if anybody does just want to have it in the background later after the fact. I have a feeling this Sprigatito is gonna be like level 50 by the time we finally find something. And unfortunately, the Sprigatito will be boxed as soon as we finally find our shiny. But the name of the Sprigatito, which Gustio has noticed, is actually a hint towards the naming theme that I'm going to be using for this playthrough, because I do have a naming theme. I want to see if you guys can figure it out. I do have a reason for the naming theme, and I think it's clever. You guys might think it's stupid, and if you do, that's okay, but I think it's fun, so I'm gonna roll with it. It is barely different, but I like Tinkatink enough, I'm willing to accept that its shiny isn't the best. Honestly, if I had to like make my own coloration for Tinkatink, instead of changing the hammer, I would have made it, instead of pink, which I love pink, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that it's a pink Pokemon, I would have made it yellow. If I were making the shiny, I would have made it yellow as opposed to changing the hammer. No, they will not auto battle shiny Pokemon. So that's how you can tell with like the more subtle shinies whether or not it is if they will kill it or not. Now, if you're in the Indigo Disc DLC and you're using Synchro mode, yes, you can still very much kill shinies. But like for just regular spawns, if you're not sure if something's shiny or not, just auto battle it. Your Pokemon will not listen to you. They'll have little teardrops on their... So if I pull out Sprigatito, the little indicator down here, there'll be little, he'll have little teardrops over there, and you'll actually watch your Pokemon like shake its head, no, I'm not killing that. When we actually find our shiny, I'll show you what I mean. The struggle of hunting full odds. Luckily, we will not be dealing with that the entire series, just for the first shiny. I don't want to go back up. I want to check out these Wiglets and the Wingulls and the Magikarps. I barely touched the water. What the heck? Oh, and it threw me back up on the cliff. Okay, you do you, game. A Spupa actually spawned. Holy shit. And if only you were black, though. Damn. But yeah, this is like one of the rarest things that can spawn here. It's so hard to make it spawn. I was not expecting to actually see one. I don't know why. I just have this gut feeling the one we actually find is going to be a Scatterbug, which I would be okay with. I've never gotten a Scatterbug before. Shiny Scatterbug. Hey, if I get something that I've never had before on the stream, I will be pleased as a freaking puppy. Oh yeah, I really love Eevee. Eevee is like in my top, like my 4th favorite Pokemon overall. I love Eevee and all of the Eeveelutions. I liked Eevee because it was cute, but I didn't fall in love with Eevee until I played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. The first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon I ever played was Explorers of Sky. I got it for Christmas, and I was initially going to reset until I got myself as my favorite Pokemon, Charmander. I did the personality test once, not knowing that you could look it up to determine what you got. I did the personality quest once, I got Totodile, I reset, I did it again, and I got Eevee, and I'm like, you know what? I can live with Eevee. I'll just make my partner be Charmander. And from there, I fell in love with Eevee. And like it was meant to be, like maybe 3-4 days after I got that game and I had Eevee as myself, I was at a thrift shop and found a tiny little Eevee figurine, which I still have that figurine. It is so cute and I love it to bits. Yeah, the Eeveelutions are very popular. I think the most popular ones are probably Sylveon and Umbreon, and Umbreon's mostly just because people like it shiny. Well, and Vaporeon for the memes. I actually like Vaporeon as well, but not because of the memes. I like it as a Pokemon. So my very first game that I like fully played and wasn't just, oh, I'm like playing a little bit for a little while, like my full-on first game was Fire Red, and I was initially going to evolve my Eevee into Flareon because I really liked fire types, but my older brother talked me into evolving it into a Vaporeon because I didn't have a water type on my team and I needed to be able to surf, and I fell in love with Vaporeon from there. Yeah, I think Umbreon is the most popular, and a lot of it is because of its shiny. Its shiny is really good, I'll give it that. Ironically enough, like, Umbreon is not my favorite shiny evolution, and it's not Sylveon either. Though my favorite shiny evolution is one that everyone looks at me and it's like, really? That one's your favorite? It's so subtle, and I'm like, I like it because it's subtle. I used to have another favorite evolution shiny, but it's only good in the sprite forms. It is not good anymore. At least in my opinion. A lot of people will call it a bad shiny because it doesn't change that much. And like, not every shiny has to change a lot for it to be a good shiny. I mean, look at Smoliv. All that changes is the olive, but everyone agrees that's a good shiny. I love Espeon, but I'm also just a huge fan of pink. Ironic, I say I'm a fan of pink, and yet this character was made with purple hair. I actually have a reason for the way that she looks the way that she does, but that's a secret. It'll be easier to tell once we actually like get into cutscenes and you can zoom in on our face. I'll give y'all a little teaser. When I designed this character's face, I designed her to be the perfect mix between the in-game mother for this game and a character from a previous Pokemon game. I wonder if y'all can figure out who it is. I hear so many Pommies. Hi, Pommy. If you want to be pink for me, please? Or Scatterbug, do you want to be white? I'd be okay with that. I would also be okay with a Fido. I've never gotten a Fido before. I would honestly just laugh if I ended up getting a Paldean Wooper as the first shiny because, fun fact, if you get I would laugh by like a very large margin if I got Paldean Wooper for the first shiny. Because then I get to show off a really funny thing about the Nemona battle that we are ignoring for now until we find a shiny. Because if you're not doing the skipping school glitch to get out early and find other stuff, Paldean Wooper is really your only choice. But if you use the skip school glitch to get out early and find other things, any ground type will do it. A ground type breaks the Nemona fight. It's really funny. As in makes it so you cannot lose. So Nemona uses her starter and a Pommy, which she then shows you Terastallization to show it off, right? That Pommy only knows Thunder Shock. So if you have a ground type, she literally can't hit you. So it breaks the fight. It doesn't like glitch out the game or anything. She can't hurt you. So it's really funny. All right, back to shiny hunting. Let's go. Is it really shiny hunting or is it spawn grinding at this rate? Well, you can't get the shiny charm until you go to school, and I haven't gone to school yet. But on that note, I did actually prepare the Pokedex by using home. So that way, as soon as we do get to school, I have the shiny charm for the rest of the game. I was waiting to see if anybody noticed. Wait a minute, you have Pokeball icons on everything. Yeah, I have have caught all the Pokemon icons on everything. Because, yeah, I'm doing full odds for this first hunt, but no more. We are going to be doing shiny charm odds for the rest. I think one full odds a shiny is enough, considering I'm going after at least 18 shinies, one for each of the badges. And that's assuming we don't get any duplicates or duplicate typings. But also, I'm not using outbreaks. I'm not using sandwiches to influence the spawns. And I'm not using outbreaks because I want it to be 100% random like the old games used to be. So am I making it a little bit harder than it needs to? Yes, but I want it to be random. I've seen so many other shiny badge quests on YouTube where people just hunted for something specifically via Masuda method or sandwich spawns or mass outbreaks. Choosing what you get doesn't feel in the spirit of the shiny badge quest to me personally. So like other people are fine to do it. I don't want to personally. Oh my goodness. That hop-up just spawned right in front of me. Scared the bananas out of me. Oh, that Scatterbug is in a very unfortunate situation, guys. It is surrounded by fletchlings. It's gonna be picked apart. Okay, I just wasn't facing the right direction. For half of a second, I thought, and I was like, wait, no way, and then I wasn't facing the right way. It's about to get very excited. It'll shine eventually, guys. I never thought this was gonna shine quickly. I'll be completely honest. Like, I've heard the streamer luck is real when shiny hunting. There's no way it was gonna be that good at full odds. Alright, we're just gonna easily reset all the Pokemon. Excuse you. LeChonk, Tarantula, you're not supposed to be able to follow me over here. What the hell? What the Okay. You just followed me off of Poco Path. What the fuck? Oh my god, we've been doing this for so long. The Gimmigool under the bridge respawned. What the hell? Alright. Yeah, the Gimmigools are starting to respawn. I've taken so long. Oh my god. I kind of want to start a bet with you guys. How many Gimmigool coins do you think I'm gonna have before we finally find our shiny? Oh, that's so mean. I saw the Flamigo next to the Drowsies and thought, okay, Dragon's guess is 110. Anybody else who is watching the stream or lurking, put in your guess for how many Gimmighoul coins we're gonna have by the time we finally find our shiny. Because the roaming Gimmighouls are starting to respawn. 900. Oh god, Chris, do you hate me? You really think we're gonna be here for that long? Guessing 999. Oh my god. But yeah, considering the Gimmighouls are starting to respawn, I guess that means that they respawn once every like hour to 2.5 hours. So if we really make it up to 777, then we won't be getting our shiny this first stream. I hope it does not take that long. Oh my god. For half of a second, I thought that Strudel's eyes were purple. Nope. I'm seeing shinies where there are none. Closest gets all the Gimmigool coins. Actually, whoever gets the closest gets something else from me, which we'll figure out later. I have an idea, but we'll actually discuss it later. Well, I'm not saying it now because I don't know exactly which one it'll be, or even if it'll happen. And if it doesn't happen, well, then I'll just do it off of my main file. I can't predict the future. NPC, are you heading to school? Not yet, I'm not. I've got to find a differently colored Pokemon first. Let me down. Whee! I don't want to go back up. I thrive down here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do we have a bread dog? Guys! Guys! Look, Sprigatito won't kill it! We finally got one! Woo! It only took 3.5 hours! Woohoo! We finally got our shiny! Alright, did I save before I encountered it? Because I kind of want to weaken it a little bit. I'm going to... I did. Okay. I am going to scratch then. This is the first time I've ever gotten a shiny Fido. I'm so happy. I'll just luxury it. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, and it was a critical capture. Let's go. Although, to be fair, I have the dex complete. Everything that succeeds is going to be a crit capture. Alrighty. So we have our fairy type. We have our fairy type. Let's figure out what to name this lovely little lady. I'm going to take a look at my list for the naming theme, and we'll see what I can find for her. I could theoretically just name her Bread, but I feel like that's cheating. Yeah, I'm naming the, Dragon figured it out. It's because I'm not using sandwiches, I'm making the Pokemon that we catch be the sandwich ingredients so that my Pokemon are my sandwiches. So I'm going for any of the in-game ingredients for the sandwiches. So I'm looking through it. I'm kind of thinking, what do you guys think? Banana, pineapple, or kiwi? Banana? Okay, we'll go with banana. Banana. We have a banana. We're gonna save again now that we have our little Fido. And let's check her out real quick. Here we go. We have our shiny doggo. Got own tempo. And she's a docile nature. Aww. She does not have a mark, though. To be fair, I did not expect a mark. But yeah, so she's got a neutral nature. Nice. Alrighty. Herba Mystica, you hath done your duty. You get a special place in the boxes over here For now, it is the banana show. Seriously, it took 3.5 hours to get it, but honestly, at full odds, that's not that bad. At full odds, 3.5 hours is not bad in the slightest. Alrighty, let's go fight Nimona. I do not remember what level Nimona is. I might get my ass handed to me, but you know what? I have a shiny dog. It's okay. I'm so happy I got a shiny I didn't already have. I thought I was gonna get something I already had. I'm so happy, guys. Does that mean I'm not checking everything as I head up? Absolutely not. I'm still checking everything. Because, like I mentioned before, we have to have a specific type before we can attempt each individual gym. Fido is our fairy type, which means we can technically go do the dark type gym. But since the dark one is a Team Star base, that means we need 3 Pokemon, which means we need 3 shinies before we can do Fidos. So... Alright, Nimona, come check out my shiny dog! Yes, hi, Nimona. You're late! Oh, she doesn't force you into it. She does ask you. Unlike other times when she's like, we're gonna fight. Oh, that means we're gonna absolutely trounce her, Quaxley later once it becomes a fighting type. I do not have a lot of stuff to use right now. Ouch. Oh dear. I might lose this. Oh, I am hella gonna lose. Whatever, I'm gonna spam potions, it's fine. This is not a Nuzlocke. Oh my god, she's setting up on me. Oh no. Oh, she's going so... She... Nimona! Nimona! Nimona, you just sat there while I killed you! By all rights, you should have won! But yeah, her Pawmi here only knows Thunder Shock, so if you have a ground type for this battle, if you're not using the exploit, it's only gonna be Paldean Wooper. She literally cannot touch you. How much damage is this gonna do? I can take 2 hits. Oh no. That's not great. I know you technically don't have to win this battle, but I would like to win this battle. I think I can take this hit. I took the hit. Oh, did she crit? No, it just, I got a high roll. I won! I item spammed, but I won! Fast I'm improving? Girl, I spent 3.5 hours grinding for a shiny! You guys will have to forgive me if I kind of skip over most of the school dialogue. I kind of am a lot of in the mood of, I don't care. If y'all are interested in the story of this game outside of the Path of Legends and The Way Home, go watch a playthrough from back when this game came out. I am not gonna pay that close attention to the story. The hair salon, because my Pokemon are my sandwiches. I don't need no food. I'm getting all of the previous game, the other game phones. Let's go with the Arc phone because it's awesome. I want the yarn ball. I like it. Why did I pay with cash? I have so much LP. I may as well just use that. The white looks good with the jacket. Let's go with the white. Yes, I know I should just be going and going, but the fashion! Fashion, guys! Fashion is the true end game, and I want a different hairstyle. But yeah, so if you, I mentioned it before, but I made this character look like a combination between the in-game mom and a different character from earlier in the series. So, let's see if any of y'all can figure it out. We're just gonna go with the long and straight. That'll be fine. This is honestly the closest to what the other character has. Let's go with the red. Oh, these are actually nice glasses. I'll go with these. There we go. The gray gloves go with the jacket. I'm gonna get the gray gloves. Never thought I'd say that in my life. Also means we should be good to head up to Nimona, get going with school, get access to riding Koraidon and picnics, and last but certainly most not least, getting our shiny charm so we don't have another 3.5 hour freaking shiny hunt. This is so funny in retrospect though. For anybody who might be watching this game who hasn't played it before, sorry for the immediate spoilers. The fact that they're like, hey, join Team Star! Leader, founder, girl who brought together our leaders, join us! Like, girl, she already leads! Oh my god, it crit. Oh, Arvin's in the back. Arvin! The best of the three! I am your little buddy, and don't worry, I will help your dog. Arvin's sandwiches are the only exception to the no sandwich rule because the game won't let me not have his sandwiches. And we are helping the dog. Don't go to the Great Crater. Okay, I won't end the game down in the Great Crater. So something that's really fun that the game doesn't tell you, but like people who are like smarter than me figured out on the internet, the locations of the bases as well as the name of the different brews are actually the stars in the constellation of Cassiopeia. So it was a hint as to Cassiopeia's true identity as the boss of Team Star. Oh yeah, this is the introduction to Kitakami. So yeah, as soon as you get through the opening is when you can officially access the teal mask. The teal mask does scale. Indigo Disc does not. You have to at least start in the teal mask in order to access Indigo Disc, but you don't have to finish it. I just want my shiny charm. Jacques, give me my shiny charm, damn it! And false swipe, I need those too. Thank you. All right, I'm basically just gonna hit like as many of the Pokemon centers as I can to have access to fly points, so we can go where we need to when we need to. And maybe we'll find a shiny Pokemon along the way, guys. It'll be great. Yes, I know, Nimona, shut up. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for Smoliv. I want a Smoliv, okay? Because I picked Sprigatito in my main file, I couldn't use Smoliv. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky enough to find the Black Olive, but I would like to try. So I mathed it out so that way each type gets a gem without overlap, and it's useful there. Flying is the one that makes me the saddest because I tried to math it out like any which way that I could so it wouldn't be so, but because flying is the one that gets you access to swimming, which means I have access to the entire map essentially. Yeah, I cannot, because of the mathing, I cannot do the Flying Titan, which gives access to swimming, until I have an Ice type. So that's gonna be great. Oh, here's hoping that throughout the course of this this adventure, that we find at least one version exclusive. Because that would be fun, right? Getting to use a version exclusive in the game where I haven't ever gotten to use them because they were version exclusives. I have no control over it, but I hope that we find at least one version exclusive because that would be great. It probably won't happen, but a girl can dream. Hey, at least I got one new Pokemon. I was worried I was gonna get only old Pokemon and no new Pokemon, okay? Because what's the fun in playing a Gen 9 game if you don't get any of the Gen 9 Pokemon? No lies, though, I would love a shiny Tatsugiri. I love Tatsugiri so much. He's so cute. But it also means if I find something else around Castle Royale Lake, this is the only place that it spawns. So I'm just... SOL. Probably gonna be easier to... Well, actually, it's easier to get to the passage from Zapapico, which is the other side. So, if we're gonna have to go back to Mesagoza anyway, for going along the other half of the map for getting fly points, we may as well just go ahead and unlock the teal mask stuff, get the EXP charm, so our little banana will get more EXP easily. How many EXP candies do I have? So I might just give her some and call it good enough. Yeah, I have some from the Pokédex. Okay, there we go. I don't care about baby doll eyes. Yes. Oh, play rough. That's good. Yes. I'll take that over tackle any day of the week. Is it a little overkill potentially? But yeah, since I am using DLC zones, I am also making another requirement that since I have the zones, I have to catch at least one shiny from the DLC zones as well. They may not necessarily count as one of the 18, but I have to get at least one from the DLC zones. So, one from Kitakami, one from Terrarium. I basically just want to get all of the, like, annoying beginning of the cutscenes in this first stream, so that way the next stream, like any subsequent streams, is just progression or shiny hunting and not just cutscenes on cutscenes on cutscenes. But yeah, I forget how far into Teal Mask you have to get in order to go to Blueberry. I just know that the Teal Mask scales to you. Indigo Disc does not. And so the first battle that you are immediately forced into upon starting Indigo Disc is, yeah, you're gonna lose. Honestly, since I have only one Pokemon right now, she may not even let me fight her, but as long as I get access to Terrarium, it doesn't overly matter. I just want the EXP charm, don't mind me. Also, I also do not like Carmine. And oh yeah, she's better in Indigo Disc. Does not save her for me. She's really rude. But like, can you blame me for not liking Carmine? She bullies her brother. And you know what? If you like Carmine, that's entirely fair enough. She's just not to my taste. And you know what? Personal opinions, it is okay if they differ. I do like Kieran, though. I do feel bad for him in Indigo Disc, though. Bra crashed hard. Why was the one guy doing the chicken dance? What the hell? Alright, and this is how far you have to get into Teal Mask in order to get access to the Terrarium. You can do it very early. Goody goody. Hello, Pecharon. I see you over there. Sir, you have a Violet exclusive on the table. You can't do that. Sir, I can't have sandwiches. You're breaking the rules. See, we didn't see we eat it. It's fine, right? Uh-huh. Let's go back to the academy and head over to Blueberry and see if they will let me have access to the terrarium, because I want access to the terrarium. More specifically, I want access to their cafeteria. I will say, though, because the Indigo Disc does not scale, it will be a while before I can actually catch anything over there. So, getting all the cutscenes done and out of the way. Yes, let me over there, because I need your cafeteria, sir. Okay, yeah, they won't let me in. Okay, we need to borrow Urban Mystica for a minute. I'm so sorry, honey. Urban Mystica, I need you for just a minute. I'm so sorry. Forgive me for what I'm about to do to you and Banana. Yeah, so remember when I said this fight doesn't scale, guys? Yeah, Banana and Urban Mystica are not making this out of here alive. I'm so sorry, you two. Yeah, it doesn't scale. Urban Mystica, you have done your duty. Get back in the box and hang out with our egg. Keep it warm and cozy. Also, yes, not scaled, not scaled. I just need access to the Blueberry quest, please. But why do I need the Blueberry quest? Well, that's simple, my dear chat. I can't access the Academy Special if I don't have any BP, and you can't get BP without doing the BBQs. So, alright, we have what we need. So we're gonna plunk ourselves here and fly back. Yep, there's Arvin yelling at me about the cloth. I will do it later, buddy. I'm sorry. I know your dog is dying. I swear to God, though, if I get a shiny cloth completely randomly, when I specifically set the no specifically hunting and no going back to an area where I've already gotten a shiny rules, specifically because I didn't want to get a cloth like everybody else does, I am gonna be upset. I mean, don't get me wrong, shiny cloth is amazing, and that's why everybody wants it, but like, the whole point I put in those rules was because I wanted an excuse not to shiny hunt cloth, because everyone goes for cloth. So everyone has a cloth. I would like to be a little different from people. Poniard and Bishop would also be really cool, but like, is it bad that I don't want King Gambit just simply because I don't want to have to go through the trouble of evolving it? Yes, the Pokemon Center I'm heading towards technically doesn't like unlock another like city or anything, but it has a really good shiny hunting spot that I am going to hunt for some. I am going to like run around in that area to get something from over there because there's so many good Pokemon over there. I would be happy with any of them. And here's another neat thing that you may or may not have known about terrestrial raids is that it also recharges your Terra Orb if you've used terrestrialization but haven't gone back to a Pokemon Center. The game never tells you that until you see it happen firsthand. You're like, oh, well, okay then. So you can actually use your terrestrialization like a lot more often than you would think you can, because they make it really easy to refresh your charge. And then of course you finish the Indigo Disc, basically the post game, and then you just have it all the time, and it's not a hassle at all. All right, back to Artisan. Ah, I tried to jump, you son of a bitch. I know there's a way to cheese your way around this cliff. I fell off the same cliff in the same way twice. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm gonna just try and jump across the river then. I didn't! I hit jump! What the f was that game? I hit jump, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, I almost made it. Let's try from over here. Ah. Come on! Mela, why are you a bitch? Got it! See? I told you could get around her. Me. I didn't talk to you! I was clicking away an item box that wouldn't go away. So, this is an interesting time to just go ahead and show that in this game, you actually can run from trainer battles. It's the same as losing. So, I lost money, but at least, oh, no. Aw, please tell me that was the nearest one and not the one I just went. Fuck. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. I just got across the river, and then that dude had to have the worst thing for my fight out of fight. It was a poison steel type with only a fairy type. I wasn't winning that fight. Yeah, he may have only been level 20, but it was a Varoom. The only thing he had was a Varoom. I was not beating that with Banana. If it was anything but a Varoom, I would have actually attempted it, but it was a Varoom, and I'm like, no thank you. That is literally Banana's kryptonite. I will say, it is very weird riding around on Koraidon when I'm so used to riding around on Koraidon, or Mirai. Names. It's weird riding around on Koraidon when I'm so used to riding around on Miraidon. Especially when only 3 hours ago we were doing this shit on foot. Hello, Squawkabillies. So, fun fact, Squawkabilly was actually the very first new to Paldea shiny that I got when playing Violet. Because my first two shinies were Skiddo and then Rufflet. I tried using Squawkabilly, but I ended up just using the Braviary because Braviary is just so much better. It's also a lot better of a shiny too. Crazy. My character kind of derped out for a second there. That was weird. Larvitar! That's something I don't get to see in game all the time, but that is a version exclusive. I would like one of those because they're fun. I also would be very happy with a Roly-Poly. I actually really like the Roly-Poly line's shinies. I know a lot of people are like, that's not a great shiny, and I'm like, it turns blue. It's awesome. It is just so weird seeing Larvitar. I didn't realize Larvitar spawned here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, hi. Carkle. I know I was literally just talking about how I actually do like your shiny, but no outbreaks. Now, I will say exactly one exception to the no outbreak rules. If I happen to stumble into an outbreak as I'm going somewhere else and there just happens to be a shiny there, that's still full odds, and it's not like I was intending to go there anyway. I'm not gonna just waste the shiny, but I'm not allowed to use the outbreak in full. I'm also not going to abuse the whole if it's in the initial spawn thing, because it's still technically full shiny odds. I can't specifically go to an outbreak for that. It has to be I'm going somewhere and I pass through it accidentally like that. But yeah, over there at Zapapico is actually where I found my Squawkabilly and the Bramblin that I found my first playthrough, because I was over there trying to farm Sinistea chips so that way I could get Cerulege. And then get another set of armor for my friend because he had Scarlet, so I was farming the extra armor. So that way I could get Armor Rouge and he could get Cerulege. Yeah, I will say, from experience of just farming the Zapapico line to get Sinistea chips for the Cerulege armor, the town line over here at Zapapico is weird, which is how I was able to accidentally shiny hunt, 3 or 4 shinies over here. 2 of which were Bramblin and Squawkabilly. And again, it was by complete accident. I was just trying to move around and I accidentally walked across the line, came back out, and oh, there's a shiny staring me in the face. There's Sinistea. And there's a Varoom. Alright. Ah! I love it! I go, there's Sinistea! Walk away, turns around, smacks into it. Oh my god. Varoom has a cool shiny, but is it annoying to be around. But yeah, over here at Zapapico is the lowest level you can find Sinesteas for Sinistea chips for the Cerulege armor. So if you're playing Violet and you want Cerulege, you have to be a lot higher level to actually be able to farm the materials than you do in Violet, in Scarlet, to get the Bronzor chips for Armor Rouge. It's a little annoying, not gonna lie. And as somebody who picked Violet as my first version, specifically because I wanted to use Cerulege, I was very annoyed. Very, very annoyed. Hello, Setato. It's so cute. A lot of people go for Setato and Setitan as well. That's, again, another reason why I was just like, nope, I'm not specifically farming for anything, because everybody ending up with the same shinies is cheap, in my opinion. I don't want that. I saw Delibird's shadow in the snow and thought it was another Snom. Oh, come on! Right on your fat ass hit the Pokemon. Are you shitting me? I guess since, we freaking just saw Knackley and Knackle stack on the mountain, if we end up finding something not an ice type on the mountain, since this is the only spot in the game that you can find ice types, I will also make an exception to the one shiny per area rule. Because frickin' where else am I gonna get an ice type? If I get something not an ice type here, I will make an exception because I'm gonna need a ice type. Ice types are a damn rarity, man. What happens if I'm passing through an area and I find a shiny there? It's an extra shiny. I still have to use it as per the other rule, but it's an extra shiny. It doesn't count towards the 18 minimum. Same for if, say, we find another pure fairy type and not a dual type fairy type. It's an extra shiny. I still have to use it at some point, but it does not count towards the 18. So that's why I started out saying that we're going to get at least 18 shinies. Because depending how lucky or not we are, we could end up getting a lot of repeat types or just, actual straight up duplicates. So we will have to wait and find out how RNGesus has fun with us. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, at least in base Paldea, this is, the only place you can find ice types. The only other ways that I would be able to get an ice type is the polar biome in the terrarium, which, let's be real here, those are level 60, 70. That would suck to have to wait until that late to be able to do the flying titan. Or there is Snowrun in the chilling waterhead in the Kitakami, which I'm then specifically hunting for a Pokemon. I would rather break the one ice type per area rule here on the mountain than no hunting specifically for a Pokemon over in Kitakami just to get Snorunt so I have access to an ice type. Does that seem fair, guys? Flamigo, why are you guarding the bridge? Flamigo, that's rude. There is a chest form gimme cool here, and oh no. I fell into the river. I love the shinies where you have to see them from either the front or the back to tell if they're freaking shiny or not. It's great. I'm looking at you, Cryogonal. Oh boy, and here comes the rain. And when it rains, it lags. Alrighty, so I need to come down here to go up, and then that should be all of the Pokemon centers. It's not all the fly points, but it's all the Pokemon centers, because there's still towers and lighthouses and legendary caves and other random points on the map that you can fly to. Alright, I'm pretty sure that is all of the Pokemon centers unlocked. Not all the fly points, but all the Pokemon centers at least. Yes. Alrighty. Then I guess what we can do for the rest of the stream is we can head back over to Kitakami and continue progressing long enough for me to get the experience charm, and more specifically, I want the teal style card so that way I have access to the clothes and hairstyles from over here in case I want them. And who knows, maybe I'll get a Kitakami shiny, which I can actually catch because it's my level, because it scales. Okay. Ooh, can Fido learn that? Can Fido learn Fire Fang? Banana? Banana? She can learn it! That sounds like a fantastic idea. We're gonna get rid of Tail Whip. I have some coverage on Banana now! Woo! It is a fire idea, and it's totally not gonna start baking your bread. Oh my god, look at that Salandit. It's so tiny. That's gotta be a mini. I'm not catching it. I hit the jump button. I just want it to be known. I hit the button. The game just decided it didn't like that idea. I slid off the... Geodude, stop guarding the bridge! Oh no! Jump button. Also, I am being accosted by Geodudes. Why are you guarding this bridge? You are not a troll, you are a rock. Although he is trolling me, so... I will battle you and I will demolish your little applin you have in the back. Now I wish I had Thunderfang. Not Firefang. I'm gonna just do this for extra overkill. Bye, Poliwag. You... Bruh. I swear if this is a speed tie. Okay, it's not. I'm just slower. That's fine. Oh, please don't dig again. I swear to God. Okay, good. Well, I'm not gonna KO now, but, no, that was a little more than half. This should still KO. Probably. Oh my god. His stupid ferret lived with 1 health. Now he's cutting down. Oh, he still doesn't have his Applin? Okay, well, Firefang. Good thing I taught myself Firefang. Ooh, that hurt. Yum. Tasty buggy. Don't kill me. Oh! She lived on 1! Oh my god! Banana's the goat! I keep thinking he's going to have his Applin, and then he just doesn't. I could have sworn he had a Diplin for this fight. Maybe he doesn't if you come in here low level? I don't know. Ogerpon! She's so cute! I will give her hugs just as soon as I can put her in a friend ball. Not legitimately, like the first time I went through Teal Mask, as soon as I got to the catching Ogerpon part, I'm like, no, she needs to go in the friend ball because she's a friend. Kieran is such a good, why do we have to break him? I don't want to break the baby. Can we please not break him? I actually, Either Fido is too hurt to do that, or that is actually a shiny. I think she's just too hurt. Yeah, she was just too hurt because she was at 1 HP. I don't know why I just had the most stupidest idea ever, but I kind of want to do it now. What would you guys say to the first 6 shinies we get, we make a sandwich out of what they give? Out of what their names are, just to see what buff sick is, and then reset immediately because no sandwiches. Does that not sound like an adorable idea, though? You know, I cannot look at the grandmother character and not just see her doing the mochi dance from the epilogue. I cannot see her and not see her doing that now. There's the teal style card. Still need the EXP charm though. Can I have that, please? Well, alright. I didn't quite find the catching charm. I could have sworn you got it earlier than us not having it yet. Or catching charm. EXP charm, but you know what? That's okay. We'll just head back to Paldea. I got the teal card. That's the thing I really wanted, so now I can find all the new fashion. Alrighty, but I think this is probably a good enough spot to go ahead and call stream for today here, guys. We found our first shiny, our lovely little banana. Look at her, she's so cute. But we got our first shiny, and we got through like a bajillion and a half cutscenes, so the next time that we do stream this, we will absolutely be able to just go straight into fun time shiny hunting. So thank y'all so much for stopping in, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and until the next one, I will see you then. Bye for now, guys.